Placing a company into Creditors Voluntary Liquidation, or CVL, is a very quick and easy process, and here at Penells we pride ourselves on making the entire process as easy and as stress-free for directors as possible. The first step to place a company into Creditors Voluntary Liquidation is to hold a directors meeting, to sign the necessary notices to call a meeting of shareholders and creditors. We will prepare those notices for you, and typically they can be emailed to the directors for their signature. Once those signed notices have been scanned and emailed back to us, we can then write to all of the shareholders and creditors to call the meetings for 16 days thereafter. We would also have to advertise the notice of those meetings in the London Gazette. The insolvency practitioner does have discretion as to whether or not notice of the meetings needs to be advertised in the local area, which is usually not required. Prior to the meetings of shareholders and creditors, the directors must prepare a statement of affairs, which is essentially a summary of the company's assets and liabilities. This is something that Penells will do on behalf of the board, and all the directors need to do is to review that document to ensure that they are 100% happy with it and then verify it with a statement of truth. One director will need to be the official chairman of both the shareholders and creditors meetings. Penells will draft all of the necessary documentation for the chairman, and will do most of the talking. However, ultimate responsibility will reside with the chairman. The purpose of the shareholders meeting, which is typically held 15 minutes prior to the creditors meeting, is to place the company into liquidation and to appoint a liquidator. The appointment of the liquidator can, however, be varied at the creditors meeting. The purpose of the creditors meeting is to receive a report which details the company's finances and an explanation of the issues that have caused the company to become insolvent. We will prepare this report for you and present it to the meeting. Creditors will then have an opportunity to ask questions. If the creditors have any specific questions regarding the company, then by definition those questions will need to be answered by the directors. However, usually the majority of the questions, if any, are regarding the insolvency process itself, and Penells will field those questions for you. Once the creditors have finished asking questions, a vote is then taken to appoint a liquidator and fix the liquidator's remuneration. Creditors are normally content with the liquidator appointed by the shareholders, but can sometimes choose their own liquidator. The meeting is then brought to a close, the company is then officially in liquidation, and the liquidator takes over responsibility of the company.